Hello, this is Samuel from Action Figure Fury, and today I bring you a review of the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified series, Sgt Stalker. I've had this figure for about a month and have been moving him around in my G.I. Joe Classified display, which is getting a bit too big for the area it occupies. So I'm going to have to move them around soon because there's so many figures I've gotten this year, and there's hopefully a few more to come out later this year and early next year, so I'm gonna have to move things around. Like many other YouTube reviewers have said, this is an outstanding figure, and I do agree with them, and of course in this video I'll explain why. But this year's been an outstanding year for the G.I. Joe figures, what with Sgt Stalker, Spirit, Iron Knife, Outback, Storm Shadow, Cobra Officer, and the Alley Viper have been outstanding figures, and I'm very happy with all of them. So far this year they've released some stellar figures, and I don't doubt that the other figures are scheduled to come out later this year and early next year will be much the same after seeing them in hand San Diego Comic-Con. I'm really excited to get many of those. And anyway, don't need to keep talking about the figures of the future. Let's focus on them now with Sgt Stalker, which is an absolutely incredible figure. I'll see if I can zoom in on here. Yeah, oh, not too much. That's probably a bit too much. I will zoom back out. Yeah, I'll probably best if I bring him in shot myself. But this is an absolutely incredible figure. The G.I. Joe team should be really proud of this one, because this is an outstanding looking figure. The face alone looks incredible. Really like the detail on it. I like the stern but calm facial expression. Like the sort of the furrowed eyebrows. The eyes look really good. It's a really good looking figure. I don't know why my lighting keeps playing up. Yeah, but it does look really good. You can see the eyes there very well. If you take off his hat, you can see the scar on the side of his head, on the side of his hair. It's really good. I'm not too sure if he had that in the comics or not. I've never read them, but I'm sure that must be part of him, from them to do that. But it does look really good. I do like the haircut as well. The hairstyle looks really nice. The paint job is incredibly clean on this figure. I'm really impressed. I should mention I've got all the accessories on him. But I'll put his hat back on. I'll show these accessories later on. I do like the body they use as well. I've got the sort of scarf poncho thing over him. All the details there are excellent. You've got a harness beneath this. Got a holster for the pistol and silencer. You've got a knife sheath. Some really cool looking boots. I know they this is some reuse. I think it's of the the Snake Eyes figure that came in the 2-pack with the wolf. It escapes my name. The name escapes me at the moment, but you know the wolf he has with him. I think that's it, the Commander Snake Eyes. Yeah, I think this uses some parts of the Commander Snake Eyes figure. I think there's some reuse in this, but it does really work. It does work for Stalker very well. The detailing on him is absolutely superb. Really do dig this figure. I'm sorry about the lighting. I don't know why it keeps changing. It's ridiculous. This does look really nice. The details, the paint, absolutely excellent. Really impressed with this figure. When I saw the promotional images that the G.I. Joe team provided when they put this figure up for pre-order, I knew it was an instant must-have. It looked really cool, and I was very impressed with all the accessories he came with and how the figure looked in general. So I was very excited. Really excited to get it. So I did pre-order it straight away, and it finally came through the post. I was completely blown away by it. But anyway, let's take his accessory over his big heavy machine gun out of his hand, so we can have a good look at the articulation before I discuss the accessories. I'll take off the hat as well. The head is on the ball joint, so he goes rotate left and right. Can get some bit of tilt there as well. Goes backwards, goes forwards. Slightly hindered by this, but you can easily take this off. There is a neck joint as well, so it goes. You can lean forward in the neck, lean back, and get there as well, which is really nice. He does have butterfly joints in the shoulders, so you can go backwards, go forwards. Really helpful for all those two-handed gun poses, if you want to get that. He's got a ball joint at the shoulder as well, so you can go up, down, forward and backwards. I've got a swivel at the bicep. Is there a swivel at the bicep? Yes, there is a swivel at the bicep. which works really well. You've got a double jointed elbow, so you can get some really good poses just like that. That's excellent. And this hand is on the hinge, in an out hinge, so it goes like in and out, and also rotates. Arm's not loosey goosey, no, it's fine. This arm, is it up and down? Yeah, this hand is up and down, a bit like the Star Wars system, where one hand is in and out, one hand's up and down. I know they did it for the Black Series. In the chest, he has a... I'm not sure if there's a ball joint here, but there's definitely a ball joint at the waist. There is an ab crunch. I didn't realise there was an ab crunch because it's so well hidden. There is an ab crunch, so it goes backwards quite far. No, the sculpted detail doesn't continue beneath the harness, unfortunately, and being able to get him in those sort of extreme poses. And he goes forward for quite a bit as well, which is nice. Sort of slightly hindered by the harness. He has a... Is there a waist swivel? No, there isn't. There is a very tight waist swivel on mine. There's a very tight waist swivel. I'm not sure if it's a ball joint. It might be a ball joint, but it's very tight. He has ball jointed hips, or drop down hips, which is standard for the G.I. Joe classified. So you can go down and up. You can go up. My legs are a bit stiff. Legs are a bit stiff on mine. Goes forward, backwards, a little bit hindered by the back sculpt. Goes out, of course, hindered by the sheath for the knife. He has a... There is a thigh cut, which is hidden by the straps, which is really clever. That's really, really cool. They can do that. A double jointed knees, which gets a full range of motion like that. He has a boot swivel as well, just about here, boot swivel, and he has a hinge at the ankle. So it's the full range of articulation you would expect from a G.I. Joe classified series figure, and it does look good. Of course, the problem is with the holsters and sheaths riding up a bit, so just be cautious of that with your figure. So overall, the articulation is absolutely excellent. Completely flawless, have no problems at all with it, no overly loose joints or anything. So really, really impressed with the articulation. This figure came packed with accessories. I'll totally take this away, don't need for that. This figure comes absolutely packed with accessories. Firstly, he's got this sort of scarf, poncho sort of thing that just goes over the head. You can pop the head off and take this on and off. It's got a good sculpt to it. They're going to reuse this with the second Snake Eyes, and I forgot the name of it. That's it, Timber. The second Snake Eyes and Timber 2-pack, they're using this sort of scarf on that as well because it shares some parts. I'm completely fine with that. It does suit him very, very well. And beneath there, he's got the harness. You can see there's got a knife, but it doesn't come out of the sheath, and a grenade. The pouch looks pretty cool. That's not accessories. They are. I'm not sure if they're removable or not, but I'm not going to try because there's no need to, because it's part of his costume, so I'll leave it on. He also comes with a... I'll start with the small... It's a piece of clothing. Get him standing. A piece of clothing he comes with is the beret. We've seen this beret used somewhat before with Flint. Flint also used a beret. He's got a different insignia on his one though. I'm not too sure about military insignia, so I'm not too sure what that one means, but it does look really, really good, and it does fit on his head very well, and there's no chance of it coming off. I can turn it upside down and there's no chance of it falling off at all, which is great. Weapon wise, he does come with a lot of weapons. I was really impressed with these. He comes with this knife that goes in this sheath here. The blade is painted silver, which is nice, which is really, really good. It's a bit chunky to fit in his hand, though, quite tight. I've got some removed some paint off the finger, off the thumb here, a little bit of paint, so I have to fix it a bit. I've got the right skin color paint from, so I can easily fix that. But it's quite a thick grip to it, so be cautious of that. But it does fit in the sheath really, really well. I do appreciate that the actual knife blade itself is painted. It goes in like so. I just tried to place it the wrong way around. I think I have. No. Yes, I might have done. Yeah, I'll try it the other way. Yeah, goes in that way. He also comes with a pistol, which comes out this holster. This is slightly different from the other pistols we've seen. We've seen similar pistols with the G.I. Joe, but this one's got an extra sort of extended magazine. And that you can see there. This looks really, really cool. Does not remove, by the way, unfortunately, but still, it's very nice to have. That fits in the holster very well. He also comes with a silencer, which is nice. If I can get it out. Put the figure down for a moment. Yeah, this is the silencer. So it's got a little bit of sculpt work to it. And I have to say, does this remind anyone else of RoboCop's Auto 9? Because how this silencer in there sort of reminds me of the shape of the Auto 9. And also, which is really cool, you've got a little effect piece here. You've got a little hole at the end of the barrel here. So you get an effect piece in there, which is pretty sweet. That's really, really cool. That's a nice touch. It does remind me of the Auto 9 a bit, which is the RoboCop gun. And that has its own segment here. I have to say, I'm really impressed with how much weapon storage these G.I. Joe figures have. They do have a lot of weapon storage, which does impress me greatly. Now onto the more heavier weapons. He does come with this gun, this sort of submachine gun in this back holster, which pegs into the back. I'll just show you what it looks like. That pegs in like that. Looks really, really good. The gun does come out, and it also has its own ammo clip. If I can get it out. I'll take the holster off. It's a bit hard to take out. It's a bit tight. But the magazine clip does come out. Show the magazine clip off first. Does look good. And here's the submachine gun itself. Really nice detail. No paint on it, unfortunately, but you can't have everything. But it does look really realistic and really cool. You can see that's where the ammo would go. The ammo goes in a separate part because when you holster the gun, it doesn't. Have I got that right way around, or is it this way around? Or is it the other way around? Is it upside down? It could be upside down. For some reason I can't. Just bear with me a second. Yeah, I've got it the right way up. It's proving very difficult today. Yeah, I've got it, but it just doesn't want to go in the gun. There we go. Managed to get the clip in. Does look good. Yeah, it's quite easy to take in and out. That goes in the hole. I'll keep it in the holster. Clip goes in there as well. I'm not sure if it's a clip or magazine. I don't know too much about guns. That goes a bit tight. Must try it the other way around. Yeah, that fits better. Yeah, that goes in there on his back, like so. That looks really cool. So I keep it on his back. But my favourite accessory, and probably many others' favourite accessory as well, is the bigger heavy machine gun. There is no storage space for this gun, unfortunately, but it does look really, really impressive. I do like this. A big, big, big gun. The detailing on it is great. There's even a hole at the end of the barrel. If you have any effects pieces, so you can put them, have him just Stalker figure in action firing it. That looked pretty darn cool. Haven't tried it myself, but I have some effect pieces. suppose I don't really include many I'm surprised with the G.I. Joe line. I don't really include many effects pieces, which is quite a surprise. You'd think they wouldn't be in their own license and everything. They would put some effects pieces, and that'd be pretty sweet, or at least like an effects pieces box. That'd be nice as well. That's really cool. My favourite feature is the ammo. This is ammo. I forgot what you would call this sort of ammo box that clips in. This is removable, and the ammo feeds into there. That's it, an ammo drum. That's it. That does it really, really impressive. See, there we are. I can see all the bullets in there. Looks really, really cool. That's removable. Goes in there, and I have it in his hand. Really, really impressive. Nice array of accessories for Sgt Stalker. Overall, I'm very, very happy with this figure, and I think it's only right to do some size comparisons with other recent G.I. Joe figures that I've gotten in the review on this channel. Here's Outback, who looks equally as impressive. Easily two of the best G.I. Joe figures they've released this year. And of course, here's a Cobra Officer. They're all of a similar height, which is nice. I know some characters are bigger than others, but they do all look really good together there. Bit of trouble with the G.I. Joe line, because as you may know, I'm based in the UK, and I think it was just earlier this month Hasbro announced that the G.I. Joe line, G.I. Joe Classified series, would only be available on the Hasbro Pulse site, which is a really, really, really disappointing for someone in the UK, because I've got all three of these figures from Star Action Figures, which is UK based toy company or toy store. I bought them all from there. Been really, really happy with them. Been supporting them since they've started sending the G.I. Joes. I've been collecting them from there for the most part, and I'm really, really happy with them. And I'm very disappointed that sort of Hasbro sort of have made a U-turn of sorts and making them Hasbro Pulse exclusive in the UK, which is really, really disappointing, because it limits how many people can get into them. Because if you don't have a Hasbro Pulse account, or you don't know about them being available there, you can't really get into them, because there's no retail presence for them at all, which I do find a bit of a strange move. Definitely, unlike when they're advertised on In-Demand Toys or Star Action Figures, you can see, you know, they actually do have them and advertise them, and it gets new collectors into them as well as if they had them in store in the likes of Forbidden Planet and other places. You know, there'll be some retail presence, gets new collectors into the line. So I do find it a bit limiting and strange that they're doing that, especially as well when they're making some of the figures Amazon exclusive. Are they going to be available in the UK as well in the future? Amazon, the American Amazon exclusive ones like Kamakura and the Snowstorm Storm Shadow, are they going to be available on Hasbro Pulse as well in the UK, or are they going to release them on Amazon UK as well? It's that, you know, that's quite unknown. That's a bit strange. So I'm not too sure what they're going to do, and it's really, really disappointing. I'm hoping in the next month or so, or whenever, that Hasbro makes a U-turn of these plans, because I really, really enjoy getting them from different sites. You know, now actually being able to get them from various places. So if their figure sells out in one place, you're likely to find it somewhere else, and them limiting them to one store makes it very, very hard to get hold of these figures. Like the recent three they put up, which was CoverGirl, I forgot, and Falcon, I forgot the name of the other one. There was another version of Outback, and another is a Crimson Bat. They're all available on Hasbro Pulse. I was only able to secure CoverGirl, and the others sold out, and I can't get the figures anywhere else, which is really, really disappointing. So I'm hopefully Hasbro makes a U-turn to these plans to make these figures more widely available in the UK so all the collectors can get hold of these figures, rather than selling out quickly on one site and you don't know when they're going to get them in stock again, which is really, really disappointing. I hate to be make this video a bit of a downer, but it's just the sort of negative aspect on collecting the G.I. Joe figures in the UK at the moment. I'm hoping there's a U-turn. But anyway, I'm very, very happy with Stalker figure. Highly recommended. If you haven't got it yet, or are still waiting for your pre-order, I hope you get it soon, because this is an absolutely fantastic figure and a must-have for your display. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this review. Please like, share and subscribe, and bye for now.